Close button. Finish button. Hi, everybody. It is March 10th, 2025. I greet you all in the mighty, matchless name of Jesus the Christ. My name is Timothy, and we're live on YouTube tonight because I wanted to talk a little bit about ChatGPT and how it is being used by the United States military. Specifically, I got an email from the DLVR AI newsletter this morning, and it was all about how ChatGPT now has an Army GPT called Camo GPT. And I believe I have the email saved on my phone here. And I want to go ahead and read a little bit of this email, assuming that I have it here. Let me turn on Wi-Fi here. Kind of need that in order to read this to you all. Battery is at 48%, by the way. Not that that matters to any of you, but let's go ahead and delete that. Okay, delete that. Shows that we're live on the YouTube. I always like that I get those we're live emails for YouTube. I thought that was always a really nice feature that YouTube provides to customers, and especially to creators such as myself. I think that is a wonderful thing. So TLDR, I'm sorry. There's so much with all of these letters and all that. So this is the U.S. Army and this is U.S. Army TRADOC. I'm not sure if that's an acronym or what it is, but they are using an AI tool called Camo GPT to identify and remove DEIA, I'm not sure what the A stands for, references from training material per an executive order by President Trump. Camo GPT is developed by the Army's Division Center. And it looks like what it does is it scans these documents for specific keywords and has about 4,000 users. I think that's fascinating. The initiative is a part of a wider government effort to eliminate DEIA content, leveraging for content efficiency, aligning with national security objectives. And then we have another interesting OpenAI headline here. And it reads, OpenAI's ex-policy lead criticizes the company for rewriting its safety history. You know, frankly, I'm surprised that hasn't happened sooner. I'm surprised that that's just happening now. So, just a quick heads up, it says, former OpenAI researcher Miles Grundage criticized the company for downplaying its cautious approach with GPT-2, which he claims aligns with today's diplomacy strategy. OpenAI's recent document outlines a continuous approach to AGI development. Brundage warns this could lead to dismissive, valid safety concerns. Yeah, I think it's a possibility. I really do. If they're dismissing valid safety concerns, that could be detrimental. Let's see. There was another one here that I wanted to share here. There's a GitHub repo here. Here we go. Gemini embedding model. This is a fascinating thing that I wanted to share a quick update with. The Gemini team has trained and released an excellent embedding model for text. Its top benchmark is reasonably priced, while also boasting excellent speed, token efficient, long video understanding for multimodal LLMs. Most video understanding models operate one frame at a time, which makes temporal questions somewhat challenging. Storm, which uses Mamba adapters as temporal attention operations, this post compares it against Quinn models. And I've got to say here, Quinn is fascinating. It's fascinating. I took a look at that QCQ negative 2B or whatever they call it, and that's a fascinating model. So here's another United States military situation. The U.S. military has awarded a significant contract to scale AI, and partners including Anduril and Microsoft to integrate AI agents into operations for decision-making in military workflows. The Thunderforge project aims to enhance strategic planning, speed, and accuracy while maintaining human oversight. The Pentagon plans to eventually deploy this AI system across all its combatant commands. Wow! I mean, this is where we are, folks. The age of AI is being placed into just everywhere. It's everywhere. And I wanted to quickly come in here and share this all with you. And maybe I'll make this a regular thing where I pull up from TLVR, ATAI, or whatever they call it, TLVR. I get these emails every day, and these letters just go right over my head. And I love the emails because they're spot on. I get the links if I want to dig into the source materials. And then I get those headlines, which I just read a few of those to you all tonight. And honestly, when it comes to these AI tools, I really don't like the whole idea of the military getting involved with AI to such a degree that AI becomes an integral part of the military. My concern is not so much on the data workflow. I can get behind the data workflow. So that part of the AI side of the military I can get behind. Okay. My problem is when the AI does decision making and that affects the boots on the ground, the guys who are actually in combat. That's where I draw the line. If you are an individual and you are using AI to better your workflow, if you're a company and you're using AI to better your workflow, if you're government and you're using AI to better workflow, I do not have a problem with that. I have a problem when it affects our first responders. I have a problem when it affects our military combat individuals. And I have a problem when it affects even customers of, say, businesses. When AI starts saying, well, this doesn't compute or that doesn't compute because a customer is asking something specific and the AI cannot compute that, we have a major problem. We have a major flaw right there. And so I feel like AI needs to be used responsibly. And I'll tell you what, with this ex uh, employee of OpenAI speaking out, this Brundage, who's talking about how
level 360, direct copy.
Essentially they're lowering these safety rails on OpenAI. And as a matter of fact, I remember in 2023, you could not use OpenAI to talk about blood, guts, and gore. You can absolutely now talk about blood, guts, and gore in 2025. And why is that? Because it's changing policy. In other words, it's political pandering to the president, to the individuals who are in the positions of authority. So you're Elon Musk, you're Donald Trump. All of these people who are in political places are the people that OpenAI Sam Altman is pandering to. So this is something that I said the other day to somebody. I think my brother and I were actually talking about this, where Mark Zuckerberg is looking at bringing Llama 3.3, Llama 4, and making it more uncensored, more aligned with what they have going on with like ChatGPT and OpenAI. But they're doing this because Donald Trump won the White House. And as a result of Donald Trump winning the White House, they are now making this stuff less censored because Donald Trump wants more freedom in terms of AI. Specifically, Elon Musk wants more freedom in terms of AI. And the fact of the matter is, in 2028, let's say, and I hope it doesn't happen, but let's say theoretically that Kamala Harris becomes the president in 2029. Again, I hope it doesn't happen, but let's say theoretically that it does. What would stop her from saying, I want these AIs to be censored? I want these AIs to have more safety tools. I want these AIs to be more guardrailed. So now, the last 4 years, 2025 into 2029, all these AI tools were, guarded but more uncensored than what they were in previous administrations. And so what stops them then from saying, okay, well, now we're going to put these guardrails back? And of course they would, especially a guy like Zuckerberg. He'd put these guardrails back. And again, it's political pandering. It's dangerous. It is absolutely dangerous. And so here we are in the signs and times of where we're at. I don't want any of you to miss this, folks. We're talking a lot about AI tonight as I do this quick broadcast from my iPad. We're talking about AI. I don't want you to miss the fact that God is in control. Look, we can talk about AI until Jesus comes back. Okay, truth be told, we probably will. I'm just saying. So, AI is something that is ever changing. Look, God remains the same. And I want you to remember this. No matter what happens, God is in control. Now, I know that sounds cliche. I know that sounds like, oh, well, how stupid do you think we are? You know, we've heard that all of our life. Yeah, but it's also true. Something that might be cliche may also be true. So let's be careful not to knock something. You know, um, God is still in control. God is still on the throne. I don't care how cliche that sounds. That's a fact. And so, while things may be changing in the AI sphere, while things may be changing in the technology sphere, God is in control. God knows what's going to happen, and we don't have to worry about it. As a matter of fact, I think it would be a bad thing to be worrying about it, especially when we are to take everything to God in prayer. If this is something that we care about, it's something that we're going to take to God in prayer. So, if this is something that you're caring about, you know what's happening in the AI revolution, take it to God in prayer. You know, there's people that almost undoubtedly are probably spending their nights wondering what's going to happen with the next AI tool, and what's going to happen with the next surge of AI programs. You know, there's a AI tool that people are going on about now called Sesame, and Sesame is going to be, if it's not already, it's going to be open source. But I think Sesame right now is a beta system, and again, if it isn't open source, it will be open source from the lead developers. That is what they were saying, that it will be open source. I don't know if it's open source right now, but even look at you know, Sesame or 11 Labs. You know, a lot of people talk about these deep fakes, and these deep fakes are all over the place. And with these voice tools coming out, like Sesame, like 11 Labs, well, 11 Labs is already out, but they have high quality you know, voices and stuff you gotta pay for. But even things like Parrot AI that gives you a free kind of like a demo walkthrough type thing of all their voices. But think about it. We talk about deepfakes, but there's a whole bunch of these open source AIs that a lot of people are not even really messing with. Another one is Refusion. It's a music generative AI. That's an AI tool that I've dabbled with, and it is a wonderful tool. And you know, it does what it's meant to do. So anyway, I wanted to go ahead and make this video, and real quick before I end the broadcast, I want to go ahead and take a picture for a friend of mine. Was asking me about what the Flowered Fives were. That better have opened. Oh, you crazy thing. Let's try that again. And I have a light on too, because we're doing a live video, so I keep the light on for the live video. And I'm going to go ahead and move over here. Wait a minute.
Registered. AHDAM registered. Richie to test. Flag of fire. Richie Munson. Read. Fly Rico. Take picture. Take picture. Take picture.
I'm not quite on par with the Flowerig 5, but I wanted to take this picture nonetheless because it'll show the.
Page 1. Add pick more. But game. Louisville. SW. 3 hyphen. And Miami. Input. Mustang trade. Block. Co. DLY toolbar. Share.
I can get a better picture than that. Let me try that. Get back over here.
RKS. Theory. Fly Richie. Volume. Mustang.
11802 is 867.
Winterly. Minibot 2x1. RKS. 1500. AOI ALSVW. 33. Input. Mustang. JSVW. Mast. Mustang. OS Benzin. AEI. Pellin. Chelga PLLNI Corey.
Where?
Holly Pullency. Wish Watson. Flacari. Mustang. Menu. Quick help. Take pick. Document FY Rig. 83. Fly Rig. Mustang. Processing. Cancel. Button. Alert. No text. Okay. Okay. Button.
No text. Yeah, I figured it was gonna do that.
More. To describe. Select. Recognize document alignment. Tape pick. Tape picture. Button. RK registered. But. Ruminant. Page led.
Let me get over here to the actual box.
/tuner. Must be.
Make sure we're getting on the.
Level. Repeats drift. Time revere. Rado. Figris. Tar speed. Richards visit. Rye. Ferret. TAP/speed. FT. Level. Repeats drift. Time. Reverb. Level. HGH. Min. Actual choosel. XLR. Obodo Sizzly. Quick cut. Take picture. Take picture. Process.
Here we go.
Back. Button. Page. Add page more. 65 twin reverb F. Input view. 10 9 9 8 2 7 6 6 7 3.
Now,
Toolbar. Share.
I'm gonna go ahead and save this. It's not. It's not
Share text. Button. Share image.
a good picture text wise,
Checkbox close.
but I'm not after it for the text.
Create much fame. Save to font. Recognize with seeing it. Describe with
So we'll go ahead and
print. Assign to contact. Save image.
save the picture,
Toolbar. Share. Play. Emit. Be super.
and then I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my light.
More. Tab. 3. Selected. More. Tab. 3 of 3.
Okay, we'll turn off the light,
Closing scene AI. Amazon test flight.
and I want to go ahead and see if we have any comments on YouTube.
Flip. 0 watching now. 2. Save highlight. Button. Change back. Enable turn off microphone. Switch camera. Welcome to Lin Line. EWW. Learn. Lin Line. Learn more. Button. Lin Line. EWW.
Well, I'm not sure who you are or what you.
Lin Line. Throw up. Lin Line. Throw up. Nicole Johnson. What's up? Jamie Gladhill. Who are you? Nicole Johnson. What's up?
I don't know what.
Jamie Gladhill. Who are you? Jamie Gladhill. You're a good person. Chat options. Button.
Okay. So I got some rather bizarre messages here on the YouTube. Not sure who any of those people are, but there we go. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Talk to you later. See ya.
Are
See
you sure you
ya.
want to stop streaming? Cancel. End. Button.